Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to yet another game of Union Catholic Vikings volleyball news. We are underway. That is an ace by number 36, Zoe Maldonado. Today we have the Union Catholic Vikings against the Elizabeth Minutemen in a freshman volleyball matchup. I'm your host, Ryan Parmenta, joined by Rishabh Manyer. How you doing, Rishabh?
Doing good, Ryan. We've got a good game coming up. UC versus Elizabeth as 36 takes her second serve.
Dug up by Mayaga. And a miscommunication between Salazar, number 24, and R. Valles, number 24. Vikings quickly up to a 2-0 lead. Maldonado's third serve. Spins a bit, gets over the line, and tipped at the net by number 6, Kenya Cumberbatch, but is just unable to get it over the net. And now serving for the Minutemen is number 29, Alani Jackson. Vikings quickly up 2-1 here. Jackson's first serve. It's a good one. Dug out by 15. Just going to send a free ball over. Good dig there. Maldonado. And a good tip over by Cumberbatch. And a good dig, but the Minutemen unable to handle that tip over the net by Cumberbatch as the Vikings take a quick 3-1 lead here. You know, something to take note here is that Elizabeth's communication early has not been good, as number 26, Brooke Caney, takes a serve. Free ball sent over by number 27, Madison Fajardo.
Some miscommunication there from UC.
And the aforementioned Caney coming out for Hazel Alvarez.
Layla Salazar to serve for Elizabeth.
Salazar serve. And a diving attempt by Jimenez. And it hits her teammate in the back. Tie ball game up here now. Salazar's second serve. And dug out by Jimenez, but unable to be handled at the net by the Vikings. Salazar coming up for her third serve here. Minutemen up 4-3. Her serve, dug up by Jimenez. Maldonado. Cumberbatch. Number 1's going to send a nice free ball over. And a phenomenal, I would say a phenomenal tip, but she used both hands as the Vikings quickly tie this game up 4-4. And Cumberbatch is going to be coming out for number 10. Her serve hits the top of the net as the Minutemen regain their lead almost immediately after the Vikings tie it. 10 coming back, Cumberbatch coming back in for number 10. And Cumberbatch checks out for Jimenez. Serving for the Minutemen is number 10, Victoria Maguia. Dug up by Jimenez. And it tipped at the net by number 28, Mia Medrano. Minutemen quickly up. 6-4 here is Victoria Maguia's second serve is upcoming. Her serve, good one. Dug out. Free ball sent over there by Jimenez. Set there. Hit over by 27, then that's just phenomenal ball placement as Alvarez, number 37, is unable to get there in time. Bua's third serve coming up here. Elizabeth going on a little bit of a run, up 7-4. Serve, it's a good one, dug out by Jimenez. Cumberbatch, number 7, Drake. Cumberbatch back to Drake, and a nice tip over, dug out by 6. They're sending a free ball over, Jimenez. Cumberbatch, and a nice dump off there. As number 6, Mia Conbrand, attempts to set it to her teammate, number 28, Mia Medrano, but just a little bit of a miscommunication there as the Vikings end that run by the Minutemen.
Got number 33, Giselle Yimi, checking in for Hazel Alvarez, as Giselle will now serve.
Yimi's first serve and her first action coming up here. Serve, it's a good one. 29, dump off. Yimi. Cumberbatch to Drake. Gonna send a high tip. '29. And Conbrand hits it straight into the net as Vikings, who are down by 3, are now only down by 1 to the Minutemen as Yimi's second serve is coming up. Yimi serve. Dug up by Victoria. And a good block over the net by number 7, Justine Drake, as the Vikings have now tied this set up. A little bit of confusion on whose point what there was. Yimi's third serve coming up here. Dug out by Conbrand. And a nice dump off by number 29, Alani Jackson, as the Vikings are unable to handle that. She's got some good power on the dumps, on the dumping off. Number 27, Madison Fajardo, serving for the first time here. Fajardo's serve. Dug up by Jimenez. And it touched at the same time by Cumberbatch and Drake, but able to be handled as Jimenez sends a free ball and she digs it out. Cumberbatch to Drake. Nice little lob up there. And number 15, Layla Salazar, is unable to get that over the net as we are yet again tied as number 26, Brooke Caney, checks in for Shea Gilligan. Number 31. Number 1, Hannah Vidian, serving for the first time. And serve is out of bounds. Elizabeth with a quick 9-8 lead. You know, something to me, Rishabh, is that this game has really been back and forth. I mean, volleyball is kind of a run-dominant sport, but it's kind of just going back and forth here.
Yeah, I mean, both teams are giving up easy points, but also getting harder in points on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively.
Conbrand with the serve here. Her serve. Dug out. Cumberbatch. Drake, and a nice dump off there. Dug out well, and oh my goodness, what a save by Yimi. And a good tip over by Drake. It's just her hand was over the net. Conbrand's second serve coming up here. Her serve. Dug out by Yimi. Jimenez. Cumberbatch unable to handle the awkward set there by Jimenez as Minutemen increase their lead to 3 here yet again. Conbrand coming up with her third serve here. And it mishandled by Jimenez as the Vikings are quickly down 4 here as the Vikings take a timeout here. And Rish, what do you think they got to work on here, both teams?
I mean, I think the Vikings, they just got to get more communication going. Don't let up easy points, easy mistakes, and just get the ball in play. And Elizabeth's doing a pretty good job, but back and forth also and same thing for them.
I mean, yeah, you mentioned how Elizabeth really needs to work on the communication, and a lot of the Vikings haven't really been scored. A lot of Vikings points haven't been scored on their own merit. They've been scored on a lot of Elizabeth miscommunications, and I think because of that, the Vikings don't really have enough confidence at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it just doesn't seem like the Vikings are confident in their ability right now, and I think that's kind of what their coach is going to be talking about in this little timeout here. Is again, a lot of these points are on the merit are because of Elizabeth, not because of them.
Yeah.
As you get back here, we're in the first set between the Union Catholic Vikings and Elizabeth Minutemen. For those checking in, the Minutemen lead 12-8, and this is freshman volleyball.
Both teams checking back in.
Both teams checking back in as Conbrand coming up for her 4th serve here on a really good run so far. Conbrand serve. It's good. Dug up by Vigan. Cumberbatch. Gimme. And it is tipped just barely by Drake as it goes out and into the gym lobby. Conbrand's 5th serve coming up here. Kind of a reason as to why the Minutemen have gone on such a good dominant run in this early set. Conbrand serve. They're got by Yimmy. Cumberbatch to Drake. Gonna send a free ball over. Cumberbatch to Caney. Nice dump off there. Jimenez. Cumberbatch. Drake. Dug up by number 27. Back to her. Tipped by Drake and kind of jumped a bit too early there as Vikings are down 14-8 here.
As you see the Elizabeth trying to get some momentum going here, and they're using every bit of it.
Conbrand's 6th serve coming up here. Her serve, dug up by Yimmy. Jimenez. And Drake is going to send a free ball over, dug up by 15. Dug up by Vigan. And a miscommunication there between Drake and Caney. Yet another one of them as the Minutemen are up 15-8. Conbrand's 7th serve up here now. Lob up to Vigan. Cumberbatch and an attempted dumped off, but it just goes straight into the net as Vikings kind of have to dig themselves out of this 8-point hole that they have here. Conbrand's 8th serve going on an absolute tear here. Goes straight up, dug up by Yimmy. To Drake. Cumberbatch gonna send a free ball over. Dug up by Magia. Jimenez. To Drake. Cumberbatch gonna send a free ball over. And Drake is unable to time the jump on time as the Vikings take yet another and final timeout of this set. And Rish, do you think that these issues have compacted themselves?
I mean, yeah, Elizabeth's slowly starting to slip away with the lead and getting closer to winning the first set. The Vikings need to talk about some things, get some things going. I'm sure that's what the coach is discussing, trying to discuss some strategies and momentum to get the Vikings back on track.
I mean, this Vikings team looks completely different as to when they started this first set. That team, when they started out this set, they were confident. They were getting to everything. But now that Elizabeth has gone on a little bit of a run here, they've kind of lost all of their confidence, and they're kind of allowing themselves to dig themselves into a deeper hole. So if you're the coach, how do you reset their minds?
I'd say just take it 1 point at a time. If you get 1 point, use that next point as an advantage. Keep the momentum going, and sooner or later you will tie this game up and hopefully get a lead in the first set.
For those who are just checking into this game, it's freshman girls volleyball between the Elizabeth Minutemen against your Union Catholic Vikings. Minutemen quickly up 17-8 in this first set as the Vikings just used their final timeout. Conbrand's 8 or 9 serve coming up here. Serve dug out by Yimmy. Cumberbatch. Jimenez gonna send a free ball over. 29-15, and it hits the net. And the Vikings have to be hoping that that is a momentum breaker.
Now they gotta just take it 1 point at a time. We got number 6, Cumberbatch, checking in for number 7, Justine Drake. Jimenez to serve.
Good serve on the outside. Dug up by Vidian. Cumberbatch unable to handle it as Minutemen are up again by 9. As number 24, Ariana Arvelez checks in for number 10, Victoria Megua on Elizabeth's side, as number 28, Mia Medrano is unable to get that serve above the net.
Moldano to serve for UC.
And checking in for the Vikings is number 7, Hazel Alvarez, checking in for number 26, Brooke Caney. Maldonado's first serve here. Good one, handled well by number 15. Number 24, Alvarez just going to send a free ball over, as so does Alvarez. And a miscommunication there between Cumberbatch
Now got
and Maldonado.
number 29.
Checking in here for the Vikings. Number 29, Alani Jackson serving here for the Minutemen. Up 19-10 in this first set.
I mean, yeah, the Vikings got to get something going here, bro.
Jackson's first serve is out of bounds, as Vikings are now only down by 8.
They catch a break there. They got always 2 to 3 people in the area, but they just got to do a better job at executing and getting the ball over.
Caney serving here. Caney's first serve. It's up. Dug up by Megua. Hit the line. Jimenez. Maldonado. And a great save by Alvarez. Dug up by Maldonado. Sent a free ball over by 29. Megua. And Conbrand is just going to send that out of bounds as Vikings slowly chipping away here. They're now down 7. Caney's second serve coming up here. It's a good one, dug up by Megua. And Valencia is just going to send a free ball over. 29, and a good tip over there. Pushed by number 29.
Yes, let's go.
And a double is going to be called on the Minutemen as the Vikings slowly but surely chipping away in this lead. As we just saw, it was a 9-point game, and it's quickly a now 6-point game as Caney has been put on a show serving here. Great serve, dug up by Megua. Dump off, and a giant miscommunication there between the Vikings as they're all kind of circled together. Number 31, Shea Gilligan, checking in for Caney. As number 15, Layla Salazar, serving, dug up by Jimenez. 29 serve, and nice free ball sent over there by Cumberbatch. Sorry, not Cumberbatch, Maldonado. Maldonado, good save. Alvarez just going to send a huge free ball over, and it lands on the line. I mean, nothing really much that Elizabeth could do there. I mean, that's just a phenomenal, and I mean phenomenal ball placement. That's kind of one where you just don't know whether it'll land on the line or not. And by the time where you're just going to go after it, it's too late. Drake checking in for Jimenez. And number 29 going to be serving here. Served by number 29, it hits the net. Second time, Victoria Magua is going to be coming up to serve here at the line. Minutemen are up by 7, her serve. Dug out by Jimenez. To Viden. Good dump off there. Dug out by Magua. And it is going to be rejected at the line by Drake as number 28. Mia Medrano is unable to get that over the net as Vikings again make this a 6-point game as Yimmy is going to be checking in for Alvarez. Looks like Yimmy is going to be serving here yet again.
UC down 15-21 as Yimmy serves.
Remember, Rich, this is still the first set. There is still time for the Vikings to come back here. Yimmy's first serve. Good one. And a free ball sent over. And wow, what a save there by both teams. And Jackson is just going to send that just out of bounds. To start off that rally, number 1, Hannah Vidian, sends a phenomenal free ball over. Yimmy coming up here for her second serve. Vikings down by 5 here. Yimmy's serve is up. Dug out by Salazar. Good dump off there. Maldonado, Drake. And the free ball gets sent over by Megiba. Cumberbatch. Drake to yet again. That connection's really been working. Cabron back to her. Tipped at the line. Great save by Yimmy. And free ball sent over there by number 21, Shea Gilligan. Dug up by Jimenez to Drake. Maldonado. And it lands just out of bounds, out of the reach of number 15, Layla Salazar. As the Minutemen are up 6, and this is potentially a too little too late situation here as the Vikings really struggled early on, but have really come into their skins in the second half of the set. As number 26, Ava Lopez checking in here to serve. Lopez's serve. And it hits the ref in the chair. Vikings down 5 yet again.
They just got to use the momentum, take it 1 point at a time.
Gilligan checking out for Caney. Vidian coming up to serve here yet again. Hoping to have a little run here as Vikings are now within striking distance of this lead. Vidian's first serve, it's a good one. Dug up by Megio. Cumberbatch. Jimenez. Back to Maldonado. And a good save there by number 29, Alani Jackson, as her teammates are unable to save that as it goes out of bounds. And, you know, we saw this lead as high as 9 at one point, and the Vikings are only down by 4 here. Viking serving here again. Her serve, it's a good one. Dug up by Magua. To Jackson. To Conbrand. Dug up by Yimmy. Maldonado. Drake. Back to Conbrand. Jackson. Back to Conbrand. Tipped at the line by Drake. Maldonado. Cumberbatch. Caney. And it lands just out of bounds as this is potentially set point here for the Minutemen. Vikings down here by 5 as Conbrand coming up to serve here. One of the Minutemen's best servers in this match so far. Conbrand's serve is up. Dug up by Jimenez. Great free ball. Salazar. Sent over by Jackson. Vidian. Maldonado. Good dump off there. Magiba. Jackson. Good dig by Vidian. And a nice free ball sent over there by Maldonado. Good block there at the net by Drake. Jimenez sets it up for Maldonado. Maldonado going to send a free ball over. Salazar, good save by Vidian. And a block at the line by Katie.
Got the crowd going there. That was a great point and much needed point by UC.
And that, Rich, is a momentum-changing play. Great rally by both teams. It's just that Caney was able to time that jump perfectly as to where the Vikings could get that point as number 29 checks in for the Vikings and number 15, Valentina Jimenez, serving here yet again for the Vikings. Her serve, there got Megua. Jackson, Salazar, dug up by Vidian. Maldonado, Yimmy, and it's unable to be saved as the Vikings' lack of communication is not there. Now this is set point for the Minutemen as Vikings down here yet again by 5. Number 28, Medrano serving here. It's up, Vidian. Yimmy. 29 sends it over. And an attempted save by Jackson here. Not Jackson, sorry. Sargent, number 24.
Number 10, Victoria Maigua checking in for number 28 on Elizabeth.
And number 37, Hazel Alvarez checking in for number 33, Giselle Yimmy. As Zoe Maldonado, number 36, serving here for the Vikings. Maldonado's serve, it's a good one. Dug up by Conrad. Salazar gonna send a free ball over. Dug up by Maldonado. Alvarez, 29, tip over the net. Jackson, Vidian. 29, good tip of the net, and it's stuffed at the net by number 24, Ariana Arvelez, as that is the first set as the Vikings lose to the Minutemen 25-20 here in Rish. What do you think both teams need to be working on?
I think both teams got more communication, just get hits on the ball, you know. Got multiple players in the area of each round, rally, and you just got to get better communication and get a player to hit it each round. So we enter the second quarter, take a break, and enter the second quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second set of this freshman girls volleyball matchup here between the Elizabeth Minutemen and the Union Catholic Vikings at home. I'm your host, Ryan Parmenter, joined here by Rishabh Manuel as the Minutemen win the first set in this match here and have a potential to beat the Vikings. And they win that first set 25-20, and it was a too little, too late effort by the Vikings as they were down 20 to 10 at one point and were able to claw their way back. Just, again, not enough. Elizabeth getting ready here. Vikings gonna be coming out of timeout soon. So Rish, you know, we mentioned both teams needs to work on communication, but I think Elizabeth has significantly improved their communication throughout this match. What do you think?
Yeah, and a big key factor to that is the serves. They've gotten some really good serves to get them good momentum going and getting easier hits with the communication on both sides of the ball as they get better placement and in both ways. Now we got to see the Vikings do that on their side of the ball, and hopefully if they can win the second set, they can take this to their third set tiebreaker.
I mean, in that spiel, you mentioned serves, and you know that's really the Viking strength, not just on the freshman level, but every single level of this program. Their serves are probably that serves from top to bottom are probably some of the best in the state, and it really translates down even to the freshman level as to how elite of serving they are. It is just unfortunate the Vikings were not able to get into their serving package until it was just too late.
Yeah, I mean, that effort they tried towards the end of the first set, it was, like you said, for him, too little, too late. Now they hope to take the second set here as Elizabeth will get us started. Number 29.
Alani Jackson here serving to start off the set. Jackson. Her first serve. It's up. Dug up by Jimenez. Nice tip over the line by Drake.
But she hit the net, and Elizabeth will get the first point here to start us off in the second set.
Jackson coming up here with her second serve here. Jackson. Jimenez. Maldonado. Drake, and tries to tip it at the net, but unable to get enough height on it. And, you know, a really key player that we've seen throughout this entire match is the server, number 29, Alani Jackson. She has been integral as to why the Minutemen are winning here. Jackson's serve. Dug up by Jimenez. Maldonado, and she's just going to tip it out. Minutemen up quickly, 3-0 here, as Jackson comes up for her fourth consecutive serve. Jackson. Nice set there by Drake, as Maldonado's just going to send a free ball over. Dug up by Conbrand. Salazar sends a free baller, and a nice save there by Yimi, but a palm called on the aforementioned Yimi. Jackson here coming up for her fifth consecutive serve as she continues to prove why she's a key piece to this team. Her serve. Dug up by Vadio. Maldonado gets sent a free ball over, and a miscommunication there between number 10, Victoria Magua, and number 6, Mia Conbrand.
That was a much-needed point here for the Vikings to get started in the second set, not let Elizabeth get too big of a lead. It's still 1-4, very reachable, as number 11 checks in for number 33 on side UC.
As Rich said, number 11, Chelsea Raymond, checks in for the first time today. Maldonado here coming up to serve. Maldonado serve. Dug up by Salazar. Jackson. Back to Salazar. Dug up by Jimenez. Maldonado. Raymond. Just going to send a dump off there. And an attempted save there by number 10, but no one home. Vikings quickly down 5-1 here. And a miscommunication there between 10 and Maldonado there as Salazar comes up for her second serve here. Salazar's serve. It's up. Dug up by Valian. Maldonado to Drake. Good tip there. Dug up by Conbrand. And an attempted dump off there by Ariana Arvaleas, but it hits the net. And number 10 for the Vikings is going to be serving here. Hoping to light a spark in this Vikings team.
Now we have a referee timeout.
Someone going to tie their shoe. And a quick little intermission there as number 24, Ariana Arvaleas, had to tie her shoe as number 10 sets a great serve, and that's an ace as Magua is unable to handle that, and that was a sinking line drive there by number 10. Vikings now down by 3. Her serve is up. Mishandled by Salazar, and Vikings can potentially go on a little run here, as number 10 has kind of been a secret weapon all along. And again, Rich, I mentioned this in the intermission between the first and second sets. This Vikings serving is really a threat here.
Yeah, they just got to use it to keep going and keep the momentum going, but keep good communication going out all throughout.
Number 10's third serve coming up here. You know what, Rich? It's that damn announcer's jinx.
We jinxed him. That was just a little short as Elizabeth will get the serve back. Still very reachable though. UC down 4-7.
As number 28, Mia Madrano checks in for number 24, Ariana Arvalez, as number 10, Victoria Magua is going to be serving here. Getting ready. Magua's serve is up. Tips on the net, saved by Raymond. Drake jumps, but is unable to reach it. Magua's coming up here for her second serve.
Magua to serve. And it's an ace.
Miscommunication there between number 15, Valentina Jimenez, and number 31, Shea Gilligan, as Vikings have called yet another timeout.
I mean, yeah, you've seen them in the first set. They used both their timeouts really early, and they're trying to stop the momentum of Elizabeth. And here in the second set, in just 12, 11 points, they take another timeout.
Ladies and gentlemen, for those who are just checking in, welcome back to the second set of this freshman girls volleyball game between the Elizabeth Minutemen and the Union Catholic Vikings. Elizabeth took a quick 20-10 lead in the first set. Vikings able to crawl back, make the score a respectable 25 to 20 scorers in the second set, as
another ace by Magua. Vikings slowly losing control here in the second set as they trail 4-10. Magua to serve once more.
As the Vikings are now down 10-4 here. As Magua coming up for her third serve. Sorry. Jimenez, Maldonado, Drake, Jackson, Magua, Salazar. Dug up by Gilligan. Maldonado, Raymond, Magua, Vidin. Nice reset there by Vidin. Back to Vidin. Salazar, Jackson, Conbrand. Dug up by Gilligan. To Maldonado, to Vidin. Good save there by Salazar. Back to Salazar here. Dug up by Jimenez. Good rally here. Maldonado, Vidin. Tip on the net. Good dig there by Magua, as Salazar's going to tuck this on the free ball over. And good rally from both sides. It's just that Vikings pushed the deep ball a little too much there, and the Minutemen are unable to dig out of that hole that they put themselves in.
Now got number 1, Vidin, serving for UC.
She's also been a key part as to why the Vikings have been successful later in this half. As number 15, Jimenez, coming out for number 29, and number 7, Drake, coming out for Caney, and the aforementioned Caney is going to be serving. Caney, Vidin, and number 10 have both been all three of them actually have been phenomenal servers here for the Vikings. Caney serve, dug up by Salazar, and it hits the padding in the back of the wall. You know, Rich, I actually, you know those CYO championship basketball games, right?
Yep.
You know, back in 8th grade, way back when, I actually played here, and that's exactly where I fell and hit my head. Is Caney, that's an ace, is unable to be handled by Conbrand, but I actually was shoved into that wall, slammed the back of my head, got a concussion. My fault. As Vikings take a 10-7 lead here, but
Sure, you're fine now.
ace here for Caney.
Caney with her third serve. Vikings trail 7-10 in the second set.
Caney's serve, it's a good one, and it hits the back.
Midpoint, top right corner. Vikings, here they come.
Vikings going on a little bit of a run here, and a timeout called here by the Minutemen. Vikings going on a little 6-0 run here. As Caney is.
This is what they needed, you know. They just need to keep this momentum going. Now they got a few 4 or 5 points in a row here. Make this cut down the lead of Elizabeth to 2 at home. They just got to keep this going.
I mean, yeah, Caney has been phenomenal serving here today, and that's a big reason as to why as the Vikings are able to climb back. We'll be back shortly. Welcome back here from this Minutemen timeout as Vikings going on a quick 6-0 run here as they were down 10-2 at one point, slowly but surely crawling back against the Minutemen's 10 points as Caney coming up here for a serve. As an alignment violation is called there for the Vikings.
Got Drake checking in for number 26, and Drake will check right back out for 15, Jimenez. Jimenez checks in.
Number 27, Madison Fajardo, serving here. Her serve. It's a high lollygagging serve. Maldonado to Gilligan, and 29 have a miscommunication.
Let me see, they got to limit these mistakes, Suar, and that's what's going to cost them here as they trail 8-12. Just got to be louder and communicate more.
That's been the Vikings' entire issue today, Rich. They've just had a lack of communication all around.
27, Madison Fajardo to serve for Elizabeth.
Fajardo's second serve, and it lands out of bounds right in front of 29's face. Vikings down by 5 here. Number 27, Madison Fajardo checking out for number 26, Ava Lopez. As Yimmy, who went on a great run there at the end of the first set, is going to be serving here for the Vikings. Yimmy getting ready to serve. Yimmy serve. It's up, dug up by Salazar. Dump off by Jackson. Great save by Yimmy. Yimmy pops back up, sends a free ball. Jackson. As Madrano sends a free ball over, but Yimmy is unable to save it. As Vikings quickly down by 6 here after they were down by 2 not more than 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, you know, they got to get more going here offensively and stop giving up easy points to Elizabeth.
Conbrand with the serve, and number 29 just sidesteps out of the way.
That's another easy type of point. I think Elizabeth's had a good 4 or 5 aces just this set.
I mean, yeah, that's something that the Vikings really need to work on. There's just been too many sets here. Not sets, sorry. There's just been too many aces. As Jackson sends it over. Viden digs. 29 going to send a free ball over. Salazar to Jackson. Back to Salazar, dug up by Gilligan. And it is out of bounds as Yimmy was attempting to chase it back as Vikings are down again big. Conbrand going on a good little bit of a serving run here. Conbrand serve. Dug out by Gilligan, but is out of bounds. And
now we have
Vikings call their second and final timeout of this set, and we'll be back shortly after this timeout. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second set of this Elizabeth Minutemen and Union Catholic Freshman Girls Volleyball as Canbron is just going to send a serve out of bounds. Vikings now down 17-9, trying to dig themselves out from this hole as number 31 checks out for number 10. As number 1, Hannah Vidian, serving here, and she's been really consistent serving for the Vikings. Vidian to Conbran, Medrano, Jackson, Jimenez, set by Maldonado as number 10 just gonna send a free ball over, dug up by Medrano. Medrano hits it into the net as Vikings are now down only 7, trying to go on that little run they did like they did at the end of the first set.
It's going to come down to the serves and just how they can produce offensively.
Not just that, but it's also not getting aced on the serve by the...
And that's an ace by Vyden.
And speak of an ace, that's one right there. But Vikings really need to work on not getting aced whenever they give up possession here. That's really been an issue. They've given up a lot of aces, not just in this set, but this entire match.
They have Wyden with her third serve. Serves, dig, but not enough as it comes right back down. Wyden with another serve as Vikings trail 12-17.
And as Rich said, Magua unable to handle that as it just goes straight into the ceiling, as I believe Elizabeth calls their second and final timeout as both teams have used their timeouts in this set. We'll be back shortly with this game right after the timeout. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the second set of this Vikings Minutemen volleyball matchup here. As Vyden coming in for her 4th serve, as she's been phenomenal here. Vyden, the key pieces to all the Vikings are crawling back. Vyden serve, dug up by Conbran.
A strong one. Oh, and
it hits the pole.
And then gets into...
And then hit by number 10, but she got really lucky there.
That was really lucky. As you see, got a break there. They're still trailing 13-17 as Vyden to serve again.
Vyden, her serves being integral as to why the Vikings are chipping back. Vyden, dug up by Conbran yet again.
Oh, and another miscommunication as Vyden going on a roll here.
I wouldn't even say that's a miscommunication. I would say that's more Magua unable to find the ball and unable to properly track it, as she was expecting that ball to be more towards the back corner and kind of just landing behind her. Vyden going on a phenomenal 6-0 run here. Dug up by Magua. To Medrano. Jimenez. Maldonado. Good push there sent by Jackson. Maldonado, good dump off. And Salazar and Magua collide, but doesn't matter. Dug up by Gimme. To Cassidy. Salazar. Jackson just sent a free ball over. Jimenez digs it out. Maldonado to 10. Sends a spike over. Good save by Magua. And it's going to be a pushover by number 29, Jackson, as Cassidy is unable to handle that tip, as Elizabeth may potentially be ending the Vikings run here.
We got 2 subs here for Elizabeth as Cassidy will stay in.
As number 28, Mia Medrano, going to be serving here for the Minutemen. Her first serve is up.
A line drive ace by Medrano.
I mean, nothing you can really do there. That's just hit right where you're not. I mean, that's just a phenomenal line drive serve there. Again, Not much the Vikings can really do about that one. Medrano's serve is up, and it hits the net. Vikings only down by 4 here. Drake checking in for Cassidy here. Jimenez serving here for the Vikings. Her first set by Conbrand, and a miscommunication between Tawana Sargent and number 29, Alani Jackson, as Jimenez has pulled this game within 3. Her serve, dug up by Conbrand, and a high free ball sitting out there. Maldonado to 10. And a good side spin on that ball as that just barely manages to sneak back in. Vikings down by 2 now, and that's just a phenomenal placement and phenomenal ball spin.
It's going to come down to more offensive plays here. They got some really good ones going there as Jimenez will serve her 5th serve.
I mean, as you saw there, she kind of just curved that ball. Jimenez serve, and she's going to go straight under the net as Vikings are down by 3 to the Minutemen here. As number 29, Alani Jackson, going to be serving here. Sub number 26, Ava Lopez, coming out with number 27, Madison Fajardo, as Alani Jackson, number 29, is going to continue to serve here. Jackson's first serve is up. And bounces in front of Jimenez, as that's yet another ace for the Minutemen, as the Vikings down by 4, and the Minutemen only need 4 to win this match. Not just this set, but also this match.
Vikings are slowly starting to lose control as Alani Jackson will serve here. Jackson to serve. High and out.
And out of bounds by about half of a foot.
Vikings get a much needed point there as they're down 3.
Number 36, Zoe Maldonado, serving here, as the Vikings are going to sub, as number 33, Giselle Yimmy, is going to come up for number 11, Chelsea Raymond. Maldonado serving here, looking to get the Vikings back into this game. Maldonado. They're by Magua, as it is chased down by Conbrand, but not able to get there, as Vikings down by 2 now. Maldonado's coming up for her second serve here. A lot better second half of this set as compared to the first. Maldonado's serve is up. Magua deadens it, and it hits the net. Vikings only down by 1 here, the closest they've been since the beginning of this set. Coming back all the way down from 8 in this second set. Maldonado coming up for her third serve here. Her serve is up, and it lands just out of bounds. Vikings down 2, Minutemen only need 3 to win. Number 15, Layla Salazar, coming to serve here for the Minutemen. Salazar coming up here, her first serve. Gets off the net, and Drake misplays it as she was expecting it to fall closer to her. Minutemen now only 2 points away from winning this set and this match. Dug up by Jimenez to Maldonado to Drake. Dug up by Conbrand. Good save there by Raymond. Madrana to Drake. Good save there by Jackson. Conbrand just going to send a free ball over. Dug up by Maldonado. Good tip drill by Drake as Jackson's going to send it over as good save there by Jimenez, Vadran, and Drake.
Oh, and the Vikings get a point.
And that is a phenomenal rally there by the Vikings, especially by number 15.
Got the crowd all rolled up here as the Vikings trail 2. They need to win this set to force a third set
And that's a phenomenal rally there by number 15, Valentina Jimenez, number 1, Hannah Vidian, and number 7, Justine Drake.
Number 10 to serve for the Vikings.
Magua, Jackson to Conbrand, Jimenez, Maldonado. Good save there by Vidian. Jackson, Magua. Jimenez just going to send it up for Maldonado. And Jackson.
Oh, and the Vikings get it within 1. The whole stadium gym pumped up.
Vikings now down 23-22 here as the Minutemen has kind of blown this game.
They have. I mean, it's gotten within 1. That's 10 serves for the Vikings.
Number 10,
Another
good serve
deep
there,
one.
dug out by Salazar. Jackson to Magua. Over Drake, to number 10. Back to Drake. Gonna lob over to Jackson. To Conbrand.
And it doesn't get it. Vikings tie it up 23 apiece.
And it hits the net as the Vikings are now tied up and have a potential to force a third and final set. Number 10 coming in here with some absolutely dominant serving here in this second set.
You got to keep it up. No jinxes.
Her set, dug up by Magua to Conrad. And it is and perfect placement there by Conbrand as Maldonado is unable to hold on, is unable to convert it. As number 10 checks out for number 31, Shea Gilligan. As
Elizabeth is 1 point away from winning the second set and the game.
As number 10, Victoria Magua is 1 serve away from winning this match for the Minutemen. Her serve is up, dug up by Jimenez. Maldonado to Vidian. And it hits the net.
And the Vikings lose.
Vikings lose to the Minutemen and are swept 2-0 in the first set with the final score of 25-23. In the second set, a final of 25-23. Sorry, first set was 25-20. I was thinking of the wrong set. Anyways, that's been it. I'm Ryan Parmenter, joined here by Rish. Any final thoughts, Rish?
I think that was a much effort by the Vikings squad in the second set, but unfortunately it wasn't enough as they will next take on their game later on this week or early next week. Thanks for joining us.
So I'm Ryan Parmenter, as I just mentioned, and I'm joined by Rishabh Manure here as we will be back. We're off tomorrow, but we'll be back on Wednesday for varsity boys soccer versus Roselle. We'll see you then.